that.
That's okay.
Instead of watching Marriage Story, I watched the movie KLAUS, which is an animated movie that I've been excited for like a very long time. I think, I don't want to get the month wrong, but I think there was like a short dropped, this very well animated short of a mailman going around to houses in a really snowy town, and everyone like shutting him down. He was like trying to set up a mail service in this town, this small snowy town, and it intrigued me because the animation was good, the story seemed decent enough. And then much later, a trailer came out, and it is a Christmas movie. It's as the movie is. I said this already. It's very well animated, and I don't know how much this has come up. Animation has a very special place in my heart. I love animated movies. My top 10 movies of 2018, my number 1 and my number 2 were both animated movies. My number 1 and my number 2. Oh, dang. Did I do it?
Yep, I told you not to.
I did. It was not intentional.
And I told you not to, and you were the one that did it.
Ding, ding. This is the bell that goes off when we talk about Spider-Man.
About 20, approximately 27 minutes.
27
wow,
minutes.
we made it a really long time.
It could be wrong because we stopped and started a few times, but approximately 27 minutes into the podcast, Jeremy, who knew about this game before we talked about it in the car, and I said, don't bring up Spider-Man, brought up Spider-Man.
It wasn't me. Oh, wow. It wasn't me.
Sure as fuck wasn't going to be me.
We love Spider-Man.
We do love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
And this is where Brittany takes a nap.
Yeah, well, you like Spider-Man 2.
Can we...
Anyway,
we can dedicate an entire podcast to talking about Spider-Man, just not this one.
Okay.
KLAUS.
KLAUS is... So, basically the plot of the movie is... I don't think the trailer is very great, if only because it uses the song High Hopes, and I think that was not the greatest choice, but...
I love that song.
High Hopes, like from Annie, or High Hopes like Jesus?
High hopes for
Oh.
Didn't know how, but always had a vision.
I just think it doesn't...
I don't like when animated movies use like just regular pop songs. Like, I mean, I get you're trying to sell to kids.
And I'll take off a point because it does use I think that there's only 2 points where I'm going to say for the movie where I'm going to say this. I think that the music does hurt it slightly. It doesn't use High Hopes in the movie. Not the point. It is an origin story on Santa Claus. Essentially, it's this mailman. Mailman. Did I say that correctly?
Mailman attire.
No, academy. He's a mailman academy, essentially.
Wait.
And
he's a what?
He is a mailman.
What is the Mailman Academy?
He's like training to be... It's just it doesn't matter.
Wait, no, I want to know. What is the Mailman
Well,
Academy?
obviously, wherever he is doesn't
postman.
have a postal service in that way, so...
No, he's in there is a postal service established to the world, and he's training to become a postman because his dad is the postman general. And it's a very typical, he's rich and he's lazy.
I think you're missing pieces of this plot, Jared.
I'm not. He's rich and he's lazy.
Oh.
And his dad is like, I'm going to send you to Smearensburg because this town is terrible, and you have to send a mail thing here to teach you a lesson. It's that kind of story. And he goes to this town, Smearensburg, where everybody hates each other, and nobody wants to do the mail because everybody knows who everybody is. Mail to each other. And he meets a guy, an old toy maker named KLAUS, and because he needs to send the mail, they end up delivering toys to all the kids, and it starts as like a local legend type thing, and it's essentially a Santa Claus origin story. And oh boy, I did like this movie a lot, though. I don't know if I've sold you guys on it. How's my pitch so far, guys? How's the movie sound to you?
am confused.
I am also a little confused, but I think I understand what you're saying.
It's basically a postman.
Please don't. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing. I'm kidding.
She was saying don't pitch the movie again, but it was a goof.
It was a goof.
Well,
it's a postman.
It's a postman, and he's real big in his britches, and he's getting punished by being told to set up a post office in a town that really, really does not want it. It is that type of story, and it's a Santa Claus origin.
Well, I would totally watch that, especially if the animation was something special, which we've both discussed this at length. And I think, not to bring up Spider-Man again, but I'm going to do it. The reason Into the Spider-Verse was so special was because the animation was really something that we had never seen before. And I like stuff like that. I don't like that we're living in this kind of age where Illumination and like DreamWorks, I'm not going to throw Pixar in there, but Pixar one of them as much as I like them, are cranking out movies that look exactly the same, and you have this format where you can do any style, anything.
I completely agree. I think that a problem with animation at times is that they use it limitedly to tell stories that don't need to be told in animated ways. I think that although the style of DreamWorks and Pixar can get samey, they are less of that.
They're not the big offenders, and I think Pixar usually overcomes that.
Really? Because I think that movie Soul that's coming out looks like exactly like a carbon copy of Inside Out.
Soul, like with
it's the new Pixar.
It's a new Pixar movie that's coming out next year.
Oh, see, I haven't seen the trailer for that. Does it look similar?
Jeremy?
I
think
see where you're
so.
coming from. I don't think it looks. I think it looks like it's different enough. Do you know what it's about? At least I can give you another pitch of a movie. It's about a guy who wants to be a musician, and he'd like
a soul musician.
A soul musician, yes, and he basically like dies, and his soul meets another lost soul.
That's cool. I mean, I think Pixar will do something cool with that, though.
I'm not talking about the movie, like the plot. I'm talking about the animation, like the.
Right.
Oh, if you're talking about the animation, yeah, no.
No, I'm not talking about like.
Sorry.
No, I can understand now why you would think that that was the connection I was making, but no, I just mean more in terms of animation style. That I think that Inside Out and Soul look very, very similar. Like they could have been in the same universe essentially, because there's not a lot of differentiation between the animation style. Like they all have kind of like those oblong shaped faces, where kind of like not really like defined features, things of that nature.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, and that's one of the things I wish they could overcome. And Good Dinosaur, when that was coming out, although the movie was not anything special, one of the things that got me interested in seeing that movie was that the original trailer they put out had the dinosaur kind of like stretching in different parts and doing different things with his body that, well, I mean, there's no real dinosaurs, but that a real dinosaur couldn't do. And then the movie came out and it wasn't
real
like that.
Once upon a time, just so you know.
Well, right.
They're not mythological creatures.
But I'm saying you can't film a dinosaur.
I'm going to recommend that you guys watch it. I know you guys like Christmas a lot more than I do.
What would make you think that, Jeremy?
I don't know.
What would make you
Why would you
think
say
that?
to me, Jeremy?
We didn't just take pictures with Santa today. I can actually pull them up and put them on the podcast. Hold on. Sorry, you guys keep going.
I was not prepared to give KLAUS a rating. As a side note, I had someone correct me and say, no, it's Claus, because Santa Claus. But no, fuck you. The name of the character in the movie is Klaus. They say it. Know your shit if you're going to correct me. I was not prepared to rate this movie, and we're now going to get an intimate inside look of what it's like when I try to...